I think the second touch to clip it over the keeper just shows the quality that he's got. But no Firmino today, no Jota. Full-backs were changed. There was no Alexander-Arnold and there was no Robertson. Gomez and Tsimikas, good players. But Thiago had to come off the bench to give them a little bit of composure in the middle of the park. It looked at one point as if it didn't matter what was going to happen later in the day. Yeah. It looked like, a game that should have been 3 or 4 or 5 on paper was going to completely go against them. And the title was going to be over. But in true Jurgen Klopp style, Liverpool found a way, they turned it around at home, and that little bit of quality shone through. But boy, it was a risk and reward with the injuries and the rotation. It could have gone wrong, but in the end it didn't.
It's funny, isn't it, at 4 o'clock in Liverpool local time, everyone would be all doom and gloom, negative. We've let it slip against Norwich. And then by 7:30, not only have they beaten Norwich, but obviously City losing as well, blows it all open.
Well, let's be clear, it wasn't exactly close before, but I understand what you're trying to go for. I think with Liverpool, one thing they're showing here with that result, it's not necessarily about performance, it's about getting the results. And this is why in the past they've won the Premier League in the last 2-3 years. And looking at them as well, between them and City, the gap, it's 6 points now. Obviously, Liverpool have a game in hand. But one thing which both sides have the potential to do is to win 5-10 games in a row. So it's almost a question of who's that going to be in this final stretch of the season. But for Liverpool, they are second favourites right now. But this is a side that they've gotten into the 90-point range in 2 out of the last 3 seasons, I believe. So they're more than capable of sort of going on a run now. And it makes for a great title race. Obviously, before at 6 points, it was still very much a title race in itself. But now it's like they're encouraged of thinking, if we can keep winning, then we can go to the Etihad and we can win that game. Then before you know, we might be top of the league. Because I think that's one thing about Liverpool. I don't think they're going to be concerned about what City are doing. I think now they're going to try and say, well, now it's down to us. If we can win all our games, then we can win this league.
Don, I've been bombarded with one tweet after another asking you the question. I think you can imagine what it is.
What is it?
Yeah.
What percentage for Liverpool to win the league?
Listen, after the first 45, I thought 0. I thought absolute 0. Having said that, I thought Mo Salah looked sharp. I thought he looked really, really good. I thought he was very lively. But I never fear with Liverpool when they kick towards the Kop end in the second half. I always feel as though they're going to turn it on. And the introduction of Thiago was the difference. We talk about Liverpool subs in San Siro midweek. That made the difference. Exactly the same scenario. I thought the balance was wrong in midfield. I didn't think Naby Keita, Oxlade-Chamberlain and Jordan Henderson in the middle particularly suit Jordan Henderson. He likes to play on the sort of right-hand side. They probably missed Fabinho a little bit. And then once Thiago come on centrally, it allowed Jordan Henderson to get a little bit wider, and they turned it on, and they absolutely blew Norwich away second half. So in terms of performances, all-round performances, it wasn't that bad for Liverpool. It was just a little bit edgy, just a little bit nervy, and the Liverpool fans in the stadium were a little bit anxious.
You never
give the people what they want, Don.
Give them it, Don.
60-40 against.
Ooh.
It's one of his better ones.
You reckon? 60-40?
I was going to go 70-30 against, but 60-40.
Yeah. Nedum?
60-40.
Sorry, I don't do math. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, my goodness gracious, mate. Come on.
Sorry,
come on, City TV. Sort it out. What's your percentage?
Sorry, I've lost you. I can't.
Come on, Rebel.
Come on. Hey, what's this nonsense? At least you've got these City shirts on today. Percentage name?
Well, yeah, that's positive.
100.
I'm going to say 60-40. 60-40.
60-40.
When's that game? That's in April, isn't it?
April the 9th, I believe, for that weekend.
Well, I didn't want a specific date.
Well, you asked me when the game was, and I told you.
Well, just tell them April.
Oh, that's far too specific. Don't tell me that.
To be honest, I'm not used to you, but I didn't think you'd know that because you're normally flapping around with stuff.
I know.
I
was thinking of going on holiday that week. That's why I was looking.
Was you?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, but I tell you what, that's going to be. Yeah, at least they're keeping them honest. I mean, I think it's Leeds. You said to me, Liverpool have got.
Yeah, midweek, isn't it?
In midweek.
Yeah.
That'll be.
I know everything today.
Sorry.
I know everything today. This is good. Thank you very much for watching ESPN FC on YouTube. For more highlights, analysis and exclusive content, be sure to subscribe.